Namaste. The Chandogya Upanishad. We are going to see the story of Svetaketu Aruneya in 4 parts. This is the first part. Chandogya Upanishad reveals the Vedic philosophy, truth of life, which is the transmission of the individual life to universal life. The assimilation of the Jivatma with the Paramatma. This end can be met only after the realization of the truth of existence. This understanding of the realization of the embedded truth in existence is systematically and completely given in the simplified form of a story with sufficient explanations, illustration and substantiating points in the Chandogya Upanishad, which is as follows. So here we enter into the story and understand this truth of existence. Once there lived a boy named Svetaketu Aruneya. Svetaketu was the son of Rishi Uddalaka, who was the son of the renowned Vedic Rishi Aruna. Svetaketu was 12 years old when his father wanted him to go to a guru and learn Vedas. The father had the desire that since no one in their family had gone to Gurukula, he wanted his son Svetaketu to go to a guru, learn Vedas and become a Brahmana. So, the father sent his 12-year-old son to a guru. Now, after 12 years of studies under a guru, Svetaketu returns home at the age of 24. His father was not completely happy but partially glad because he was not sure whether his son had learnt the actual essence of life, which are the underlying verses of the Vedas. That means to be a Brahmana, you have to understand the basic concept of life as the Vedas direct. So, one day, the father called his son and initiated a discussion. He asked his son about all he had learnt in the 12 years. The son proudly said that he knew these concepts, these many verses of the Vedas and started boasting himself over it. He started flaunting over his intellectual resources. And he started reciting, chanting some of the verses, etc. He thought that his father would be happy, but his father was not happy. Instead, the father posed the following questions to Svetaketu. Son, did you obtain the instruction from the guru by which we hear what cannot be heard? We perceive what cannot be seen and we know what cannot be known. The son was confused hearing to these questions. The father continued to explain the purpose of the focus area of his questions. The father gave the following substantiating demonstrations and corresponding explanations to Svetaketu. So what were those explanations? First one, there may be many products made out of clay. We know them by their forms. For example, from a clay we make a pot, we can make a plate, we can make a broader utensil, a very big utensil also. A pot is given credit, the form is given credit, but we forget to give the credit to the clay out of which all these objects are made. Second point, the various ornaments and products are made from a nugget of gold. The byproducts are known by various names. Let it be bangles, or it can be even a spoon. But the truth is that all these items are attributed to one substance, which is gold. Similarly, the third point, let it be a nail or scissor. We identify them with varied names assigned to the various forms, but the reality is that they are all iron. We forget to give credit to the basic component from which it is being made. Now, listening to these, the son became self-protective and said that his teachers had not taught him these concepts. Next, he presumed that perhaps his teachers had not known about these concepts, and thus they did not obviously come and explain these in the classes, and that they might not have told. Further justifying, Svetaketu, the son, said that had the teachers known about these concepts, they would have taught him also. So ultimately, his inquisitiveness was at the peak. After justifying that he was not taught about it, his inquisitiveness began to grow, overtaking the defensive attitude that he asked or he made to his father. And thus, the next step is that Svetaketu asks his father to explain about these concepts. Now, Rishi Uddalaka Aruneya, who is the father of Svetaketu Aruneya, explained to the son the following. What are they? First, in the beginning, there was only one thing in the universe. It was nothing. That means there was nothing in the universe in the beginning. This is what we say in the Big Bang theory. There was total darkness. There was no there was no element in the cosmos. There was absolute darkness, nothing in the universe. So that advanced Big Bang theory concept, or rather the existence before the Big Bang theory came into existence, was, or rather is being explained here in this Chandogya Upanishad. From that state of nothing, each and many things started getting created. That nothing generated Agni, fire from it. That is what we see in the Big Bang theory, which was brought about to the world in the recent few hundred years back. But this has been explained hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years back in the Vedas, perhaps even lakhs of years back. It is there in the Vedas, and the essence of the Vedas are reflected in each of the Upanishads, and Chandogya Upanishad is one of the extract of the Vedas. That is, the basic concepts of the Vedas are explained in varied forms in the various Upanishads, and Chandogya Upanishad is one among them. So the Big Bang theory is being explained by the father Uddalaka Aruneya to his son Svetaketu Aruneya. That means in order to understand life, we have to know about the creation of life. So first there was nothing, then each thing started getting created. That nothing generated Agni, fire first from it. That is the in the Big Bang theory also we see that all the energies come together to form a big ball of fire, which we also call as the golden egg, which was in the form of a golden egg. and its brilliance was such that its radiance equal to hundreds of suns put together. So fire was the first thing which was created. Next, fire created jal or water from it. Now the Father Uddalaka Aruneya gives an illustration. When someone is feeling very hot, he or she perspires, sweat. So water is generated from heat, that is fire. And thus we see that from the fire, water is generated. And in the Hindu Dharma, we have the concept of cosmic ocean, water, in which the seed of life, the Brahman, the creator himself, embeds himself in the seed, which is put in this cosmic water. So, and that seed is nothing but the golden egg, which has the brilliance of hundreds of sun. So the same concept is being brought all over, and this is in reality, and that is what is explained by the recent discovery of the Big Bang theory. Right. So water is generated from heat, that is fire. Water then generated Prithvi, the earth. See the sequence of signs involved in the creation of the earth. There was nothing, then many things started coming up. In fact, the first thing which was formed was fire. From fire, water came, and from water, earth came into existence. And the Father Rishi Uddalaka Aruneya gives an illustration also. When rainwater touches the earth, food crops are grown. Food is grown on the earth, and so food is the substance of the earth. Now, 8th point is that all living things in this earth originate from one of the following 3 forms of origination. What are the 3 forms? Oviparous, that is born from an egg. Viviparous, born from a living being. And third is born from a germ. Imagine, these are all the ancient Indian rishis who have brought about these Upanishads, who wrote these Upanishads centuries back. Now that we produced, which produced fire, water, earth, be called being. So the Father tells that whatever is produced from these elements, fire, water and earth, now this may be called as being. Then he continues, that initial being, that first whatever came into existence, which produced fire, water and earth, now enters into the 3 generative byproduct. The product again are the beings, which are fire, water and earth. So there was a being which produced all these 3 elements, fire, water and earth, and the byproducts, the generative byproducts are also the beings, which are the fire, water and earth. In other words, we can say that these are every matter in this world, every particle in this world, in this universe is formed out of the 5 elements, we say. And out of these, the major, we have the fire, water and earth, which are being explained here. So these are the fire, earth and water are the first three elements which were formed. Now he continues. This entry of the being into the three byproduct beings generated out of the initial being. So we have the initial being. From there, these three beings, what are they? Fire, water and earth are being generated. Now, it gives the individual identity and characteristics to the generated elements. Only mere characteristics was not enough. Therefore, that being enters these tripartite. What are the tripartite? Fire, water and earth with the living. Only their individual identity was not enough. So now comes the living self or the Jivatma. So the tripartite beings, which are the fire, water and earth, with the living Jivatma or the self, possessing individual characteristics and principal ingredients which develops varied forms and which is then identified with different names. To be clear, the beings fire, water and earth were generated from the initial being are the Devatas or the deities. So there was the Brahman, the creator, the first initial being. From there came the Devatas, and the living characteristics entered into the generated tripartite, which entered into the generated tripartite are the Jivatmas, the life soul, the living soul, which we otherwise in simply we say Atma. Now, the admixture of these tripartite is explained as Agni, fire, has three colors in it: red, white and black. The red color in the flame is fire. The white color is water and the black color is the earth. The common terms we call the flame as fire, but in reality the name fire disappears when we see the three colors in the flame. So, flame is the mere name given to the different form of the three colors. Now, Rishi Uddalaka continues and explains, Aditya, which is sun, has the color red, white and black, which are fire, water and earth. Here too, the concept of sun goes away when we see the colors in the sun. Sun is the mere name given to the three colors, which are the tripartite Devatas. So, who are the three Devatas? Fire, water and earth. And we have the red color associated to fire, white to water and black to earth. Now, the Chandra, moon. Now, take the example of moon. Moon, Chandra also has these three colors: red, white and black, which are the colors of fire, water and earth respectively. Now we understand the truth that it is the combination of the three colors which has the form known as the moon. Similarly, a lightning has the red color, the color of fire, the white color of water and the black color of earth, which when perceived through the eyes of Satya, the truth, it reveals that the three colors are the reality. vanishing the name lightning accorded to the form, which is just a variety of the three colors, the tripartite devatas of fire, water and earth. In simple terms, what a common man sees as a flame, sun, moon and lightning, a great person, an intellectual person, a Brahmana who is well versed in Vedas, who has acquired the knowledge of who has realized the ultimate truth. This great person and great theologist goes deeper inside and beyond the external forms of any object. He sees the truth inside the external form to identify the embedded reality of fire in red color, water in white color and earth in black color. So, the one who realizes the inner truth of any form of product is the great person whom we call as the intellectual person, the one who has realized the ultimate truth, and we call such a person as the Brahmana. So, the one who realized this inner truth of any form of product is the great person who has heard, perceived and known what had been unheard, unperceived and unknown to common man. What the others have not seen, what the others have not heard, what the others have not known, this intellectual person sees into it and gets to the truth inside each of the elements or the activities. Having given the basic understanding of the primarily created beings, the devatas of fire, water and earth, and about the Jivatma that entered into the generated tripartite beings, and how a truly learned man sees the internal truth in any given form of creation, Rishi Uddalaka explains the formation or the creation of existence on this earth and the ultimate truth or the reality inside every external material form, to make his son truly a Brahmana with the true understanding of Vedas, which is the essence of Vedas. In simple words, we may say that everything came from the supreme power, and every object on this earth, although we may give different names to the various forms to the objects on this earth, a truly spiritual person, a highly intellectual person sees the Creator inside each material form. So this is being explained in this part 1 of the video. In the next second part, we will see how Rishi Uddalaka Aruneya explains to his son Svetaketu Aruneya about how each of the individual tripartite beings in turn become tripartite or the threefold when they reach man. So, Chandogya Upanishad is not a mere fictitious scripture, but it is a holy scripture which explains the advanced science of creation and whatever has to be done in this world. The advanced science which is explained in Chandogya Upanishad may be called the scientific approach to creation, existence and the end. or the termination of existence. Maybe see in the next part, in the next video. Namaste.